I'm going to show you how I made this really simple and easy DIY curtain rod for under $40. First, you'll want to get a foot of 1.5 inch dowel that you can cut down to 2 4-inch pieces. Mark the center point, and we're going to drill a divot for the rod to sit in. So I threw down a piece of foam insulation just to protect the concrete, and also clamped the dowel between a couple of 2x4s to stop it from rolling around. Then to drill your hole, just line your drill bit up so you're drilling through only like the top third of the dowel, and then sand until it's nice and smooth using 220 grit sandpaper, and then when you're done, it should look something like this. Then for the curtain rod, I used 10 feet of 1.25 inch dowel, which I also sanded down with 220 grit sandpaper and then applied 2 coats of poly. And this will just stop the wood from changing color over time and also give it a smooth finish so you can pull your curtains back and forth without them getting snagged. Now we gotta drill some holes for the mounting screws, so I clamped together my anti-roll contraption again and drilled a pilot hole right down the middle of the dowel. This jig is really handy if you're like me and can't drill a straight hole to save your life. I threaded in these double-sided screws and then I was ready to mount these babies to the wall. It's helpful to have a laser level here, but of course not a necessity. You can do the same thing with a measuring tape. Ideally, you're going to want to screw your supports into studs, so grab a stud finder and figure out where they are on both sides. I had to use a drywall anchor on the one side because there was no stud where I needed one to be. Then sit your rod on top, slide your curtains on, and you're done. By the way, my dad was visiting this week, and if anyone wants to roast me for anything, I can promise you he's beat you to it.
That's the wrong tool. And your video, you're recording that? Yeah. You're gonna get a lot of angry people with that.